everybody, welcome back to the Huddle. I'm Ruth Lang here with sports editor Mike Brown. Today's a special week for the basketball fans out there. We have 4 teams still in the postseason play.
Yeah, Ruth, it's been a phenomenal run, really. Who would have imagined we would have 4 teams still standing? I mean, it was a good basketball year, but to have 4 teams at the doorstep of some great things here, it's phenomenal. And hopefully that'll continue this weekend.
Now we have 2 of those local teams. 2 are in Division 2, 2 are in Division 4. The ones in Division 2 are West Branch girls, who have a great season, and also the Alliance boys, who've had a great season. And Division 4, we have St. Thomas boys, and Western Reserve girls are representing in District 4.
Right.
Let's start with the West Branch girls.
All right.
They earned their spot in the Sweet 16 last week when they had a 5-point win, close win there over the Struthers Wildcats, and that was a fight to the finish. And then their next game, they rolled Parma Heights Holy Name Green Wave into the semi-regional finals. That was on Tuesday.
Right, yeah. Holy Name had won 16 straight games, and West Branch took it to them. I went to that game. West Branch fell behind early by about 7 points, then rallied back, took the lead at the end of the first quarter, and never relinquished that, and had a great performance. I mean, Melinda Trimmer, another great game. I believe she had 24 points. Made the all Northeast Inland District team, first team this week. Has just had a great season leading the Warriors.
And they are set to play.
Right, they'll play Saturday against Akron St. Vincent St. Mary, a state power. It's amazing for as much success as St. V. St. M. has had and West Branch has had in girls basketball over the years. These two have never met before. This is a first ever meeting. It's going to be for a regional title and a trip to Columbus, so it doesn't get much better than that. On Saturday, it's going to be at Barberton High School at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and that place will be packed because Thursday night, I'll bet, Ruth, 3/4 of the stands were filled with West Branch fans, and I can't imagine the crowd turnout on Saturday for that.
Alliance boys also still in the District 2. They just got their sectional title last week against the Norton Panthers. That was also a close win, 3 points there in that game, right?
Absolutely, 79-76. Lions had to scratch and claw for that win, and that was something. That was at Alliance too, so they're going on the road for the first time. They have the Akron Kenmore Cardinals on Thursday night tonight. Kenmore's a team that doesn't have a winning record, but they play in a good league and a lot of athleticism in that league, and I think that's going to be a lot better game than people think. And Alliance is going to have to bring its A game, and if they can win that, then they would probably get a rematch with St. Vincent St. Mary on Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock for a district title. But first, they have to get through the district semis against a pretty good Kenmore team.
St. Thomas in Division 4, they trampled Wellsville Tigers on Monday, and they had their solid defense there, unselfish offensive play. Coach said they were spreading around the shooting, spreading around the scoring.
Right, and as we have talked before, Ruth, I think St. Tom in Division 4 is just going to be a really tough out for anybody because they play in a league where they play Division 2 and Division 1 teams the entire year, and they're battle tested. Then they go into a Division 4 tournament. And you can see what they've done. They've just trampled teams in the tournament so far. And I think they've got a great shot to get to Columbus. I'll be stunned in a couple weeks if they're not at least playing for a chance to go to Columbus. Maybe a matchup in a regional championship. Now this is looking ahead against a Berlin Highland for a chance to go to Columbus. But you can see everything's aligning for them. And I think they're going to be a great fit in Division 4.
Yeah, also a first for the Western Reserve girls. They get a chance to be in the regionals for the first time in their school's history. So this is a big game for them. Obviously, a lot of excitement for the.
Right. What a season they've had. There's a team that's really been kind of a surprise. They have a new head coach this year, and Steve Miller took over that program. And usually there's a transition period when you have a new head coach. It hasn't worked out that way. They have Aaliyah Hughes. They have some really talented players on that team, and they won the Inter-Tri-County League lower tier division title. And they've taken that the last couple of weeks, and they pulled a great upset against the Columbiana Clippers for a district title last week. And here they are in the Division 4 regional. They're going to play Zanesville Rosecrans tonight, and that's going to be a great matchup because Rosecrans is tradition steeped when it comes to girls basketball. So Western Reserve is really going to have to bring it, but it's an exciting time in Berlin Center.
Also, we've had two players were named to the district teams, correct?
Right. There were quite a few players actually named, but the leaders of the pack this year,
players, yeah.
right? Absolutely. The leaders of the pack this year really it's going to be J.J. Kakura, who's just had a phenomenal year for the Alliance Aviators. He's a Division II, only Northeastern District Player of the Year, well deserved. And Melinda Trimmer for the West Branch girls basketball team, named to the first team for the girls. I mean, those are two of the best talents in Ohio. And they really lead the pack. We've had quite a few kids named to the team, but those are the two leaders of that group this year.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of exciting tournament action coming up. Several of those games are going to be tonight, but we'll have coverage of that in the review and online. Stay tuned. We'll be back for a wrap-up next week.